he comes, here he comes. There's the trumpets, there's the drums, here he comes. Hopalong Cassidy, here he comes.
Red and I were riding home from a business trip across the border. To reach our ranch, the Bar 20, we had to pass through a number of Mexican villages. Avocado was one of the smallest settlements, yet in its colorless, sleepy way, it fascinated me. Get that wagon out of here. Had Topper been a less intelligent horse, I couldn't have avoided riding her down. Fortunately, the woman was unhurt, and I helped her to her feet. She apologized for stepping in front of us. She said she had heard us and the wagon and became confused. I looked at her more closely, and suddenly the reason why she had failed to see us became clear. Senora Soledad was blind.
Muchas gracias, senores. You have been kind to a blind lady. I hope because of me you have not too long delayed your journey.
Oh, we weren't going any place in particular. Were we, Red?
Oh. Leastways, we weren't in any hurry.
Oh, bueno. Then you can drink a cup of coffee, perhaps, see?
Oh, you're very kind, but that would put you to too much trouble.
But it is all ready. Please.
Could I help you, Senora?
Oh, no, gracias. Please sit down. It is 4 years now that I am blind, and one learns to get along. My man, Pedro Soledad, he is dead, and my son, Manuel, he is gone. So I manage for myself.
Your boy, has he been gone long?
See, 7 months, senor.
Seems to me he should have stayed with you.
Oh, no, senor. He could not make enough money here. There is no work. In Rio Hermosa, he has good job. He did not like to leave me, but we need the money, senor.
I'll help you with this.
Thank you, senor.
While I poured the coffee, Red and I learned that her son Manuel, for the first 5 months of his absence, had sent the senora money. Several weeks before, however, Manuel stopped writing and also stopped sending the money. Naturally, the good woman was worried. She wondered if perhaps the change had come about because of a girl Manuel had met in Rio Hermosa. All she knew about this girl was that her name was Carmencita Escobar and that she worked in a cantina. Well, it's been very pleasant, senora, but we must go if we hope to get to our ranch before dark.
All pleasures must end, senores. But you will visit me again when you ride through Apocato.
We certainly will. Thank you very much.
Oh, de nada.
Hasta la vista.
Oh, hasta muy pronto.
You sure there's nothing more we can do for you before we go?
Oh, no, gracias, señores. Gracias de todo. Y váyanse ustedes con Dios.
Gracias, senora. Red seemed puzzled when I delayed our start for home. The fact was, I wondered about Manuel and why he had stopped writing to his blind mother. As I could think of no pressing reason to hurry home, I suggested to Red we devote a couple of days in checking the situation in Rio Hermosa. Red was pleased. He, too, wanted to ease the mind of Senora Soledad.
Carmencita, vino.
are other cantinas in Rio Hermosa. Why you gringos come here?
Looking at you, ain't that a silly question?
The vino, 3 pesos.
Wait till we finish.
You pay now.
All right, don't get in a huff. By the way, whatever happened to that fellow that used to hang around you?
What you think? I know everybody's business? The customers come and they go. I don't keep track of them.
You kept track of this one. His name was Manuel. Manuel Soledad or something like that.
He went away someplace. I don't know where. Now give me the money.
Sure.
Ouch! Maybe the little Spitfire's telling the truth.
Yeah? Maybe she's not. We'll hang around just in case.
Why you ask about this Manuel?
Friends of his.
Then why don't you ask about him before? You've been in here many times since he went away.
That's right, sweetheart. But we didn't know he was wanted for murder until today. He's in trouble, so we want to help him.
If he is in trouble, he will have other friends he can trust. What do you hombres want?
I'd like a tall glass of fizz water with a little cherry syrup in it.
We have beer, wine, and whiskey. That's all.
No sarsaparilla?
Are you making jokes? This is a place of business. What for you, senor?
Information.
About what?
Are you Carmencita Escobar?
What if I am?
We hear that you might know the whereabouts of Manuel Soledad. It's important that we find Manuel, so I'd appreciate anything you can tell me about him, senorita.
I can tell you nothing. He stayed in Rio Hermosa a few months, but 5-6 weeks ago, he went away.
Where? Where'd he go?
If you want to ask questions, find Manuel and ask him.
What's your pitch, mister?
The answer is none of your business.
We're making it our business. Manuel was our friend.
You don't strike me as the kind that have any friends.
Oh, a smart aleck, huh?
Keep your hands off that hardware. Get out.
Come on.
Now, get.
Get on your horses and get out of town.
Now what?
We'll leave the horses here and walk back up to the cantina.
We're not going in there again.
No. But I'm going to keep my eye on those two. I got a hunch they'll lead us to Manuel.
I got a hunch you're asking for trouble.
You see, Carmencita, I've talked to Manuel's mother. She's blind and alone and out of. She not only needs the little money that he's been sending her, but she's worried for fear something's happened to him because he's quit writing to her.
She could sure use the money, too. Why don't you be a good girl and tell us where he is?
You Americanos, you make up lies to fool me. How I know that is all you want from Manuel?
I guess you'll just have to take our word for it, senorita.
Your word.
It's pretty obvious Manuel is in trouble, and I'd like to help him. But you'll have to help, too, by telling me where I can find him. Please.
When Manuel left the Rio Hermosa, he went to the Rancho Diablo.
Rancho Diablo, where is that?
It is in the hills, east, 6, 7 miles, I think. Maybe you find him there.
Gracias, senorita.
Hasta la vista.
I couldn't believe that Carmencita had told us the whole truth. Red agreed, and the ride to Rancho Diablo might prove to be a wild goose chase. I decided first I would talk with the local commandant of the rurales. In the meantime, Red would keep an eye on the cantina.
I tell you not to come to the canteen, and you come anyway.
But where can I go?
Go home to Avocado, Manuel, to Chihuahua, any place where it is safe, but not here. What if Corporal Gonzalez of the Rurales should see you?
I cannot stay longer at the Rancho Diablo, and I cannot run away. If the Rurales do not find me, those Grjngos will.
Those Grjngos are gone, Manuel.
Get out, you! What right you have to come in here?
Just a minute, Carmencita. All we wanted was to talk to Manuel. I guess you heard us asking about you, Manuel.
I heard everything.
Then you know we're here because of your mother.
But that ain't why we're here, Manuel. Get the fat boy's gun and see if he's got a knife.
Oh, no, you cannot take
Get
him!
away from that gun! All right, let's go.
Where are we going?
Not far enough to tire you out.
My visit to the rurales paid off. From Corporal Gonzalez, I learned that Manuel had worked for a local merchant named Leif Seabury, who was found stabbed to death on the morning after Manuel disappeared. The corporal was positive that Manuel had committed the crime, especially when it was discovered the Seabury had been robbed of 300 pesos.
Are you sure you saw Manuel with the knife just before the man closed the store for the night?
Si, Senor Cassidy. When I stepped into the store, Manuel was holding a knife which he wanted to buy. It had a carved bone handle and a fine blade with engraving all over it.
And you found the knife later?
No. No knife, no pesos, no Manuel. All gone.
Well, then somebody else could have done it with another knife.
Then why Manuel run away?
Oh, well, his running away doesn't necessarily prove that he's guilty.
It's possible, Senor. If you want to, you can search for him. But if you find him, you tell me, eh, Senor?
I sure will.
Muchas gracias.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta luego.
My friend Red?
Oh, those Grjngos came back. They took away him and Manuel.
Then Manuel was here.
Oh, please, senor, try to find him in the hills up there.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, gracias.
For a moment, it looked to Red as if he and Manuel had come to the end of the trail. Then Andrews caught sight of me.
hang on to that boy.
Oh, they had me all tied up. I couldn't do anything. He went on up the other way.
I'll go after him.
No, wait, well, let me loose. Hey, let me loose. Come on, get me loose.
Manuel was badly scared and stubbornly refused to talk. I tried to appeal to his devotion to his mother. It was no go. I decided in the time it would take to get him back to Rio Hermoso, he might calm down enough to answer questions.
What happened to you? We had a run-in with some guy from over the border.
Run-in about what?
We found Manuel, but they were after him, too.
Who's they?
Hurry up and get the shoulder fixed, will you?
Take it easy. A couple of Americans.
Did they get him?
I don't know. Last we saw him, he was hightailing it for the hills.
And you didn't go after him?
Listen, that hombre can put a bullet in a centavo at 50 yards. Besides, Andy here's in pretty bad shape. Take a look.
That ain't so bad. But losing the Mexican is.
If you two had listened to me, this wouldn't have happened. I wanted to put a bullet in him right away, but no. Now we're chasing around him like a bunch of scared coyotes, and for what? A lousy 300 pesos.
What do you mean 300 pesos? With 1,000 pesos reward for the capture of the killer, dead or alive, all we had to do was to knock him off, take him to the rurales, and collect.
So now Manuel gets to the rurales first.
When Blackie gets you fixed up, him and me'll ride out and find Manuel. And when we do, we won't waste any time.
You know you're not helping yourself by withholding the facts, Manuel.
I have the facts, Senor Cassidy. I entered the place a few minutes before they closed for the night. Soledad had the knife in his hand.
Yeah, we know all about that. The knife had a bone handle and was engraved on the blade. But did you see Manuel stab him?
What more do I need, Senor Rojo? I was there. He had the knife in his hand. I saw it. The man was stabbed to death and robbed of 300 pesos.
Are you such a fool you cannot speak? Or are you too much of a coward to fight for yourself? Even a worm tries to crawl out of the hand.
Carmencita's right, Manuel. I want to help you, but you must tell the truth about what happened.
Hoppy thinks you're innocent. That's why he brought you back, so you could prove it.
I did not believe it when you told me this, Senor Cassidy. I made a mistake, I think.
I can understand, and I can't say that I blame you.
So, talk.
This is a waste of time. Vámonos!
Un momento, por favor. This is what happened at the store. The truth, amigo.
Manuel recounted the story of what happened on the night Leif Seabury was murdered. After Corporal Gonzalez had left, Manuel was about to bolt the front door when Pointer and the Andrews pushed their way in and demanded the money out of the strongbox. The day's receipts, 300 pesos. When Seabury did not move rapidly enough, Pointer seized the knife, which still lay on the counter, and stabbed him to death. Fearing for his life, Manuel tried to slip out to run to the rurales for help. Pointer, however, caught him and wanted to kill him on the spot, but Andrews insisted they take him along with them.
And where'd they take you?
To the Rancho Diablo.
Why did they take you along?
To make Corporal Gonzalez think he ran away because he was guilty. And you escaped from this ranch?
I heard the one they call Blackie say there is a reward of 1,000 pesos, dead or alive. I was afraid they would kill me and deliver my body to the rurales. So I ran away. I did not know which way to turn. So I came here to the cantina.
And where's the knife?
The knife, the strongbox, everything is there at the Rancho Diablo.
We better take a ride out there.
I agree with you, Senor Cassidy. But first, I think I better lock up Soledad in the cárcel. You know, senor, a bird in the hand.
Yeah. Now, if you don't mind, Red and I'll go ahead. You come out as soon as you can.
Si, senor.
And don't worry, you won't be in jail long.
Muchas gracias.
A more dilapidated, run-down outfit than the Rancho Diablo we had never seen. Only one horse was in evidence, and as Manuel had told us that only the 3 men were hiding out there, Red and I assumed we had to reckon with the man whom I had wounded earlier in the day.
She'll come up with a knife. I'll go the other room.
Good work, Red. Well, we got 1 dead and 2 live killers. They should be worth better than 300 pesos apiece to Manuel.
You can hobble on that again, Migo. Hey, that ain't bad Spanish for a beginner, eh?
Not bad, but I wouldn't say it was good. Come on.
If not for you, amigos, my muchacho might now be dead. ¿Verdad, Manuel?
Si, madre mía. And they have made it possible for you soon to see again.
¿Qué has dicho? What is this paper?
A bank draft for 1,000 pesos. It is the reward for the capture of those murderers.
1,000 pesos. Gracias.
Goodbye, senor.
Goodbye.
Hasta la vista.
Adios, amigo. Goodbye. Adios. Muchas gracias.
There he goes on his way down the moonlit trail to where cowboys range. Hopalong Cassidy, Hopalong Cassidy, he'll return soon again. There's no use to say goodbye until then.